Let's talk about one of the most widely discussed and hyped penny stocks these days, and that's ticker symbol GAXY, Galaxy Next Generation. In this video, we'll be doing a deep dive into what the company provides in terms of its product offerings, who the company is led by, why certain events have made it more hyped for investors to buy into, and a lot of the events, I think I list more than 50 events, notable events, as to why Galaxy Next Generation might be a good buy for you. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Romel, and on this channel we talk about all things related to finance, investing, and building wealth. We discuss mindsets, strategies, techniques, and resources to help you in your journey to build wealth. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. We produce new content every week. Alright, so let's dive right into this analysis. We'll be discussing what GAXY is, what they do, what are the recent events or major milestones that are currently happening, and most importantly, should you buy or invest your money? Alright, so starting from the top, what is GAXY? Let's do a company overview. Alright, so GAXY is actually a provider of interactive learning technology solutions. Yes, that's a big way of saying they're basically a tech-forward educational company. If you look at their company profile, they're led by Gary LaCroix, who is the Chief Executive Officer, and Megan McGee. She's the Chief Operating Officer. Alright, so in looking further into the company profiles, I took a look into Gary LaCroix, and if you look on LinkedIn, you'll see that he was previously the owner of, or he currently is the owner of, LaCroix Educational Technology, and it looks like he's been at that for 30 years plus, and he's currently the owner of Galaxy Next Generation. So one of the things that I like is that the owner has been in the educational technology space for quite some time. He's not a new player. He's been here for more than 30 years, and I'm sure he's learned a lot of lessons along the way and is implementing it in this new company. All right, so what do they do? Why does this company make sense to invest in? Galaxy Next Generation is comprised of 3 brands, or they have 3 product offerings, and one new one that's not currently listed as one of their brands on their website. You can see from the screenshot they only list 3, but in actuality it's 4, and I'll talk about the 4th one further along in the video. Alright, so the first product offering is called G2 Interactive, and that's basically an interactive flat panel. So that's basically a TV that does come with a few things. You could have the option to have a TV mount to make it more mobile if you want to move it around the classroom, and they also do have an ops computer option. So that's if you want an onboard computer that hooks directly up into the TV to make your experience much more seamless. Apart from that, they have something called the Phoenix Communicator. And the Phoenix Communicator can be broken down into 2 parts. One is the bell and intercom, and the second one is the desktop and Android application. So if you look at the picture on the slide, you'll see that they do have it looks like an office phone, but they actually have more information about it. They say that you can custom program audio announcements, you can do paging and intercom. So it's basically like, the old school paging system that makes announcements in the hallway. So the bell and intercom system takes a little bit further. They have unlimited schedules. So these are basically pre-scheduled announcements that could be made throughout the day. So for example, if you want to say that every hour they have a bell that rings that say, get to your next class, or, if they have something at the end of the day, that's something that you could schedule. And that's, from my research. They also have maps and zones and devices. So what's nice is that you can basically make specific announcements to certain zones that you designate in the building. And lastly, this wouldn't be an interactive platform if it didn't have a desktop and mobile application. So you can see here that they do have those applications built that works seamlessly with their system. The third product line they list on their product brands is Adjust Amount, and this goes hand in hand with their first option, which was the interactive panel, and this is basically an adjustable TV mount, for lack of a better term. And it says here that the panel allows for a 15.7-inch adjustment, which kind of makes sense. If you have classrooms that are teaching kids, you'll obviously want to adjust it so that it's slower and easier to reach for the children. Whereas if you go, let's say, into a night class that that teaches adults, you'll want to hire the panel. So that I think is a really cool solution. I'm not sure I've seen anything like that just yet, so I think that's pretty innovative. All right, and the fourth product offering that I mentioned that's not necessarily listed as one of the brands is what they call the COVID Shield. And this is kind of cool. I think it's interesting to see that they are adapting to the times. Most companies know what they know, and they don't really develop products to address certain issues. Being that GAXY Next Gen is in the educational space, they did see a need to address the COVID issue, and their solution to that problem was this COVID Shield. It's basically a plexi or a plastic partition that you can set up on desks. All right, so let's talk about some recent events and some of the notable events and milestones that may be interesting to look at and that you should know about. First, we'll talk about mergers and acquisitions. So you'll see that I have a whole bunch of stuff listed on this page. But again, this is just for your information. If you really want to take a deeper dive, I'll leave links in the description down below. And also feel free to pause the video to take a better look at what I'm listing here. Some of the things that I like on this mergers and acquisitions page is that they are expanding into different categories. You have here that they're expanding into deeper relationships with the military. They're partnering with 3 resellers. They are making acquisitions of different types of companies. They're expanding their product services to places like Arizona. You'll also see in one of the other slides that they are doing stuff in Australia as well. And I think the last thing that I like about this is that just recently, right in December of 2020, they onboarded a consultant to increase visibility into the reseller market. So I think that's good. They're thinking about their marketing strategy. They're thinking about how to make the product more visible to resellers, how to gain more buzz for this product. So that's always a good thing. All right, contracts and awards. There's a whole lot of contracts in here. I think it's about 30 or so that are listed in here. But just a high level, one of the things that I like to see is that they are making sales. This is all information that I got from their press release page. So this is, I didn't make this up. These are all actual things. One of the key takeaways is that even during COVID, even during one of the shittiest years in history, 2020, they're still making sales, they're still winning awards, and they're still completing projects. That is a really good sign. All right, if you take a look at the awards, one of the other things you'll notice is that they're not just doing schools. They have here one of the projects listed here as the Georgia Sheriff's Department, and they also have a contract that they won from Total Package Hockey. So it's nice to see that although they market themselves as an interactive educational platform, they are servicing other businesses rather than just schools. All right, and lastly, everyone wants to know about the numbers. So here are some key revenue events and milestones that I found. You'll see here that, 2 of the most recent ones are that they eliminate all variable convertible debt, and that's a huge one. And then also they establish a common equity agreement to support its growth. That I'll talk about a little further in the video, so stick around. All right, so now the question that everyone wants to know. Should you buy into this company? Well, let me start off by saying that this company is a penny stock. Penny stocks by their very nature are cheap. Yes, there's definitely high potential to make profit, but, and I put a big but in red letters, that penny stocks are volatile. You don't want to put money that you can't afford to lose, or that you don't want to put money that you can't afford to lose. They're volatile. So definitely do this at your own risk. This company isn't really even trading at some of the major exchanges, and that's because penny stocks need to be bought through certain exchanges. I tried to buy this on Robinhood. I wasn't able to. I actually had to go through Fidelity to buy this. And also another thing, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you some research and my insight into the company. So obviously do what you want with your money. It's your money. And I'll just give you my take on it. All right, so a lot of the hype has been centered around 2 things. One is that they were able to eliminate their debt. And that's a huge thing because now moving forward, the money that they get can be spent in other places. They're not paying back debt. The other big thing that the hype is surrounded by is that they got an institutional investor on board. If you look at one of the latest articles, you'll see that an institutional investor made a fixed price equity initial investment of $500,000. That's a big sum of money, and it's great that they're able to get funding from this type of investor. So I think those are some of the main reasons that there's a lot of hype in the company right now. You'll see a lot of YouTubers talking about this. You'll see a lot of news and forums talking about this, and those are some of the biggest reasons why. All right, so should you buy this company? Well, the stock is currently trading at around 2 cents. Like I mentioned, it's not on the smaller exchanges such as Robinhood or M1 Finance. You'll have to go to some of the bigger institutions to really trade penny stocks. And actually, when I went to go buy this stock, I couldn't place a market order. I needed to place a limit order. And for me to even be able to get the ability to buy penny stocks, I need to actually agree to terms saying that I knew the risks that were involved in getting into penny stocks. So that's just one thing that you should know. If you are looking to invest in this company, this is a penny stock. It is volatile. Do this at your own risk. All right. With that being said, there's a couple of reasons why I like this company and why I personally put my money into it. The first one is that they were able to get rid of the variable convertible debt. That's huge. I like that they're paying off their debts and that they're starting from a place that's zero variable convertible debt. That's always good to not be in debt. The second thing is I like that institutional investors are putting money into them. So that means that some of these bigger institutions that are able to do more research and have more insight see something in this company. The third thing is that I like that they were able to get contracts and awards for 2020, even though the world was basically thrown upside down. And then lastly, I like that the products they're offering are going in the same direction as technology and learning is going. They are doing the digital thing. I like that the communication system in schools or in their Phoenix system is both digital and you have the web app. I like that they're catering towards different types of groups when they have the variable adjustable height TV mount. They can cater to kids and adults. And I like that they have a solution for this whole COVID pandemic with their COVID shields. So those are some of the reasons that I like them. Like I said, I did put a few dollars into them. Do it at your own risk. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I hope this was really helpful for you. I know that there's a lot of news out there, so I tried to do a deeper dive. I tried to include some events that I thought would be useful to you, and I tried to include some more statistics than some of the other videos I've seen. If you guys got value out of this video, then please smash the like button to let the YouTube algorithm know that you like the content we produce. Also, if you'd like to connect with me on other social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, I'll leave links in the description down below. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Please, please, please subscribe if you did get value. We're a new and growing channel, and anything you can do to support us is greatly appreciated. All right, guys, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.